Hi friends, my name is Maruti and I am the co-founder of Cracku. In this video, we'll be looking at the explanations of all the 26 questions of CAT 2020 Quant of Slot 3. In this question, we are told that there are two alcohol solutions A and B. They are mixed in the proportion of 1:3 by volume. So we have A and we have B. We have mixed 1 unit of A with 3 units of B. So the total volume of the solution is 4x. Now we are told that the volume of the mixture is then doubled. So instead of 4x, it was made 8x. By adding solution A, so the volume of solution B remains the same, it is still 3x. So the remaining amount of 5x is that of A. You can see that the volume of the solution increased by 4x and the volume of A also increased from x to 5x. Now we are told that the resulting solution has 72% alcohol. So this 8x has 72% alcohol. And solution A has 60% alcohol. So this 5x has 60% of alcohol, and we are required to find out the percentage of alcohol in solution B. So let us assume that the percentage of alcohol in solution B is P. So when you are mixing 5 units of A with 3 units of B to get 8 units of the mixture, the volume of the solution of alcohol, the volume of alcohol in the entire solution will become equal to 5x into 60%. Plus 3x into P. This is the amount of alcohol in the solution, which will also equal 8x into 72%. If you're trying to simplify, we can cancel x on both the left hand side and the right hand side. So 5 into 60 is 300. Notice that we are ignoring percentage, so we'll get a number for P, which we'll add percentage to it. So 300 plus 3P is equal to 8 into 72. The value of 8 into 72 is equal to 576, or the value of 3P is equal to 576 minus 300, which is equal to 276, or the value of P is equal to 276 divided by 3, which is equal to 92. So the percentage of alcohol in solution B is 92%. In this question, we are told that a batsman bats for n+2 innings, and in all the innings he gets out, and his average in this n+2 innings is 29. So what is the total score scored by the batsman? The total scored by this batsman in the n+2 innings is equal to n+2 into 29. What we are told is that in the last 2 innings he has scored 38 and 15, and in the n innings before that his average score was 30. So another way of looking at the total score is equal to 30n, which is his total score in the first n innings, plus 38 plus 15 in the last 2 innings. As the total score has to remain the same, these two numbers have to be equal. So this would imply that 29n plus 29 into 2 is 58 is equal to 30n plus 38 plus 15 is 53. Or the value of n is equal to 5. So the batsman has batted for 5 plus 2, that is 7 innings, and in the first 5 innings his average score was 30, so his total score over here is 150, and in the last 2 innings he has scored 38 and 15, so his total score across the 7 innings is 203, which is 29 times 7. In the first 5 innings we are told that in none of these innings he has scored 38 runs. So his score in all of these 5 innings is less than 38, and his least score in this innings is x. Let us assume that he has scored x in one of these 5 innings. We are supposed to calculate the minimum value of x. So what we'll do is we'll maximize his score in the remaining 4 innings so that the score or the value of x will become the least, because we know that the sum of the first 5 innings is constant, that is already known, and that equals 150. So in order to minimize x, we'll maximize his score in the remaining 4 innings. Each of these scores, it is told to us, is less than 38. So we'll make each of those 4 scores equal to 37. So this is equal to 37, this is 37, this is 37, and this is 37. So the sum of his scores in the remaining 4 innings is 37 into 4, which is equal to 148. So the minimum possible value of x is 150 minus 148, which is equal to 2. So the minimum possible value of x is 2. In this question we are told that x square plus mx plus 2n is equal to 0, and the other quadratic equation x square plus 2nx plus m is equal to 0. Both of them have real roots, and we are also told that m and n are positive integers. A quadratic equation which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This will have real roots if and only if the discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. The discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. This has to be greater than or equal to 0 for the given quadratic equation to have real roots. So the first quadratic equation will have real roots if m square minus 4 times 1 into 2n, that is 8n, is greater than or equal to 0, or if m square is greater than or equal to 8n. This is the first inequality. The second quadratic equation will have real roots if again its own discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. That would imply that 4n square minus 4 times the coefficient of x square is 1 and the constant term is m. So 4n square minus 4m is greater than or equal to 0, or n square is greater than or equal to m. This is the second inequality. We are told that m and n, both of them are positive integers, and we are required to calculate the smallest possible value of m plus n. Here we are told that m is less than or equal to n square. Therefore m square is less than or equal to n to the power 4, but m square itself is greater than or equal to 8n. So this is greater than or equal to 8n. What this would imply is that n to the power 4 is greater than or equal to 8n, or n cube is greater than or equal to 8, or n itself is greater than or equal to 2. Similarly, because m square is greater than or equal to 8n, m square will be greater than or equal to 8 times 2, which is equal to 16, or m itself will be greater than or equal to 4. So what we know for sure is that m is greater than or equal to 4 and n is greater than or equal to 2. As we are trying to find out the minimum possible value of m plus n, we'll first check for the least possible values of m and least possible values of n, and we'll see if both these inequalities hold true. If both of them hold true, then we know that the minimum possible value of m plus n can be easily calculated. So the minimum possible value of m is 4 and the minimum possible value of n is 2. We'll check for the first inequality. What is the value of m square? That will be 16 is greater than or equal to 8 into 2, that is 16. Because the inequality is also there, the first inequality is true. If you are looking at the second inequality, n square is greater than or equal to n. What is the value of n square? It will be 4 is greater than or equal to m is 4. Again we have the equality, so even the second inequality is true. So both the inequalities are true when m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 2. So the minimum possible value of m plus n will be equal to 6. In this question we are told that a contractor had agreed to build a 6-kilometer road in 200 days. He employed 140 persons for this work, and after 60 days he realized that only 1.5 kilometers of the road was completed. So 140 people worked, and they worked for 60 days. And after working for 60 days, how much distance of the road were they able to build? They were able to build 1.5 kilometers. So how much of the road is remaining? You have 4.5 kilometers of the road which is remaining. This would also tell us that if one man was working for 1 day, how much road would he build on his own? He would have built 1.5 kilometers divided by 140 into 60. Now we are asked to find out how many additional people would he need to employ to finish the work exactly on time. 60 days have already elapsed, so how much time is remaining? 140 days are remaining, and let us assume that he has employed a total of n people. So what is the total amount of road that they would build in 140 days? It would be equal to n into 140 into, as each person in 1 day builds this much road, 1.5 divided by 140 into 60. This is equal to the remaining road that needs to be built, which is equal to 4.5. So using this equation we can calculate the value of n. We can cancel, for example, 140 in the numerator and denominator, and 1.5 is 4.5 divided by 3, so this will be 3, or the value of n is equal to 60 into 3, which is equal to 180. So the total number of men that should work for 140 days to finish the 4.5 kilometers which was remaining on time is 180. We are asked to find out how many additional people he should hire. He already has 140 people, so he needs to hire 180 minus 140, which is equal to 40 additional people to finish the work on time. In this question we are told that x of 1 is equal to minus 1 and x of m is equal to x of m plus 1 plus m plus 1 for every positive integer m, and we are required to calculate the value of x of 100. So if you are looking at x of 1, it is given to be equal to minus 1. We are also told that x of m plus 1 is equal to x of m minus m plus 1 for every integer m. We have just calculated the value of x of m plus 1 in terms of x of m using the given equation. So x of 2, for example, will be equal to x of 1 minus 2. As x of 1 is equal to minus 1, this will equal minus 1 minus 2, or this will equal minus of 1 plus 2. Similarly, the value of x of 3 will be equal to x of 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus of 1 plus 2 plus 3. You can find a pattern. Similarly, the value of x of 100 will be equal to minus of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 till 100. This is minus of the sum of the first 100 natural numbers. We know that the sum of the first n natural numbers, that is the value of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 till n, is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So what is the sum of the first 100 natural numbers? That will be equal to 100 into 101 divided by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50, and 101 into 50 is equal to 5050. So the value of x of 100 will be minus of that, or it will equal minus 5050. This is the answer. In this question, we are told that log of 30 to the base small a is equal to capital A, and log of 5 by 3 to the base small a is equal to minus b. We are also told that log of a to the base 2 is equal to 1 by 3, and we are required to find out the value of log of a to the base 3. So if you look at the information that is given to us, we are given log of 30 to the base a, we are given log of 5 by 3 to the base a, and we are given log of a to the base 2. So what we will first try to calculate is log of 3 to the base a. Once we calculate log of 3 to the base a, we can easily calculate log of a to the base 3 by just taking the reciprocal. So if you are looking at the first two equations that are given to us, log of 30 to the base a is given as equal to capital A, and log of 5 by 3 to the base small a is given to be equal to minus b. This is minus b. Let us first add both the equations so that the left hand side becomes equal to log of 30 to the base small a into 5 by 3 is equal to a minus b. This is just addition of both the logarithms on the left hand side and adding a to minus b. So the left hand side becomes equal to log of 50 to the base small a is equal to a minus b. Log of 50 is equal to 25 into 2. 25 is 5 square. So the left hand side becomes equal to 2 log of 5 to the base a plus log of 2 to the base a is equal to a minus b. We know that log of a to the base 2 is equal to 1 by 3. So the value of log 2 to the base a will be the exact reciprocal. So that will equal 3. So 2 log 5 to the base a plus 3 is equal to a minus b, or the value of log of 5 to the base a is equal to a minus b minus 3 whole divided by 2. Now why did we calculate the value of log 5 to the base a? Because if you are looking at the second equation, we are given log of 5 by 3 to the base a. So that would imply that the second equation would be log of 5 to the base a minus log of 3 to the base a is equal to minus b, or the value of log of 3 to the base a is equal to log of 5 to the base a plus b. Log of 5 to the base a is equal to a minus b minus 3 by 2. So if you are adding b to it, it will become equal to a minus b minus 3 by 2 plus b, which will equal a plus b minus 3 divided by 2. This is the value of log of 3 to the base a, but we are asked to find out the value of log of a to the base 3. So that, as we have discussed earlier, will be the exact reciprocal, and that will equal 2 divided by A plus B minus 3. So the correct answer is option A. This question we are told that Dick is thrice as old as Tom and Harry is twice as old as Dick. So we have three guys, we have Dick, have Tom, and we have Harry. Dick is thrice as old as Tom, so let us assume that Tom is x years old, so Dick will be 3x years old, and Harry is twice as old as Dick, so the age of Harry will be 6x. Now Dick's age is 1 year less than the average of all the three. What is the average age of all the three? It will be 3x plus 6x divided by 3, so that is equal to 10x by 3. This is the average. If you subtract Dick's age from this difference is equal to 1. Or 10x by 3 minus 3x, which is equal to x by 3 is equal to 1, or the value of x is equal to 3. We are asked to find out Harry's age. Harry's age is 6x, so the value of 6 into 3, which is equal to 18, will be Harry's age. So the correct answer will be 18. In this question it is given that Vimla starts for office every day at 9 am from her house and reaches exactly on time at her usual speed of 40 km per hour. So let us assume that this is Vimla's house and this is her office. Let the distance between both of them be s kilometers. She starts at exactly 9 am and she reaches on time if she goes at 40 km per hour. So what is the time it takes for her to go from her home to office? The time that it will take is equal to s divided by 40 km per hour. But she is late by 6 minutes if she drives at 35 km per hour. That is, if she is driving at 35 km per hour, she is going to take s divided by 35, and this is 6 minutes longer. So s divided by 35 minus s divided by 40 is equal to 6 minutes, that is 6 by 60 hours, that is 1 by 10 hours. Using this, we can calculate the distance between her home and her office. So let us multiply both the sides of the equation by 35 into 40. So the left hand side will become equal to 40s minus 35s is equal to 40 into 35 divided by 10. We have just multiplied both sides with 40 into 35, so that some of the terms get cancelled. So the left hand side will become equal to 5s. This is equal to 4 into 35, which is equal to 140, or s is equal to 28 kilometers. So the distance between her home and her office is equal to 28 kilometers. What is then told is that one day she covers 2/3 of this distance to office in 1/3 of her usual time. What is the usual time that it takes for her to go to office? It will be s divided by 40. That is 28 divided by 40 is the usual time that it takes for her to go to office. 28 by 40 is 7 by 10 hours. If you multiply it by 60, you are going to get 42 minutes. So usually the distance is 28 kilometers and it takes her 42 minutes. But this one particular day, she again starts from her home and she covers 2/3 of the distance, that is 28 into 2 by 3 in 1/3 of the time, that is 42 divided by 3 is 14 minutes. Then she stops for 8 minutes. So over here she stops for 8 minutes. So what is the distance that is remaining? That will be 28 minus 28 into 2 by 3, that will equal 28 into 1 by 3 kilometers is remaining. And if she has to reach her office on time, how much time is remaining? It will be 42 minutes minus 14 minus 8, that is 42 minus 22, which is equal to 20 minutes. So she has to cover 28 into 1 by 3 kilometers in 20 minutes. So what should her speed be? It will be 28 into 1 by 3, which is the distance remaining, divided by 20 divided by 60 hours, which is the time remaining. 20 by 60 is 1 by 3. So you can cancel 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 in the numerator and denominator. So her required speed will be 28 kilometers per hour. In this question, we are told that m and n are natural numbers such that n is even, and we are given some inequalities. We are told that all the three expressions m by 20, n by m and n by 11 are greater than 0.2 and less than 0.5, and we are required to calculate the value of m minus 2n. So let us analyze each of the three inequalities and try to figure out the values of m and n. The first inequality says that m by 20 is less than 0.5, which is less than 0.2. So let us multiply the entire equation by 20. So m is greater than 0.2 into 20, that is equal to 4, and it is less than 20 into 0.5, that is equal to 10. So what are the possible values that m can take? Because we know that m is a natural number, m can be either 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Let us look at the second inequality. We are told that n by 11 is also greater than 0.2 and it is less than 0.5. So let us multiply the entire expression of the entire inequality by 11. So 11 into 0.2 is 2.2. This is less than n, which is less than 11 into 0.5, that is equal to 5.5. Now n is a natural number and n is also even. So if you are considering only natural numbers, the natural numbers between 2.2 and 5.5 will be 3, 4 and 5. But of this, because n is even, the only possibility is that n will have to equal 4. So let us look at the third inequality. We are told that n by m, this is greater than 0.2, which is again greater than 0.5. Now we know the value of n, it will equal 4. So 4 by m is greater than 0.2 and 4 by m is less than 0.5. If you are looking at the left hand side of it, this would imply that m is greater than 4 divided by 0.5 or m is greater than 8. If you are looking at the second inequality, 4 by m is greater than 0.2 or m is less than 4 divided by 0.2 or m is less than 20. So the values of m have to lie to the right of 8 and to the left of 20, but we also know that m will lie between these 5 values, that is 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. So because m is greater than 8, the only possibility is that m has to equal 9. So m is equal to 9 and n is equal to 4. Therefore, the value of m minus 2n will equal 9 minus 8, which is equal to 1. In this question, we are asked to find out how many integers in the set 100, 101 dot 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 till 999 have at least one digit that is repeated. So what is the total number of integers that are in the given set? They are the list of all 3-digit integers from 999 to 100. So the total number of digits, total number of integers in the given list is equal to 900, of which we are required to figure out how many integers have at least one digit that is repeated. Let us first calculate the number of integers in the given set which have no repetition. So if we find out the number of integers with no repetition, and let us assume that this is equal to n, then the number of integers which have at least one repetition will be equal to 900 minus n, which will be the answer. So let us try to calculate the value of n. So we have 3 digits that we need to fill up, and there should be no repetition between these 3 digits. The first digit can be any number from 1 to 9. The first digit cannot be 0, but it can be any number from 1 to 9, so it can be selected in 9 ways. Once you select a number, let us assume that you have selected 5. The second digit can be any number which is not equal to 5. It can be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or dot 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 till 9. It just cannot be equal to 5. So again you can select this in 9 ways. Let us assume that the second digit you have selected is equal to 2, just for the sake of this explanation. Now the number of ways in which you can select the third digit will be equal to 8. It can be any number which is not equal to 5 or 2. So the total number of 3-digit integers that can be formed with no repetition is equal to 9 into 9 into 8, which is equal to 81 into 8, which is equal to 648. This is the value of n. So how many integers are there which have at least one digit that is repeated? It will equal 900 minus 648. This will equal 252. That is the answer. In this question, it is told that Vishnu got 52% of the score in an examination and Asha got 64% of the marks. Let us assume that the total marks of the examination is equal to 100x. Therefore, what is the score of Vishnu? Vishnu's score will be 52x. And what is Asha's score? Asha's score will be equal to 64x. We are told that the marks scored by Vishnu is 23 less than that of the marks scored by Ramesh. Let us assume that the marks scored by Ramesh is R. Therefore, Vishnu's 52x is equal to R minus 23. And we are also told that Asha scored 34 more than Ramesh. So again 64x is equal to R plus 34. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. So if you subtract the first equation from the second equation, we are going to get that 12x, which is 64x minus 52x, is equal to 34 minus of minus 23, which is equal to 57. And R gets cancelled in both the equations. We are asked to find out the marks obtained by Geeta, who scored 84% of the marks. So we are required to find out what is the value of 84x. So to calculate the value of 84x, we'll have to just cross multiply. So 84x will equal 84x divided by 12x into 57. 84x by 12x is equal to 7. So the answer will be 57 into 7, which is equal to 399. In this question, we are given an equation. We are told that 14 to the power of a is equal to 36 to the power b is equal to 84 to the power c. So 14 to the power a is equal to 36 to the power b is equal to 84 to the power c. Let us assume that all of them are equal to a constant k. So the value of a will be equal to logarithm of k to the base 14. Similarly, b is equal to logarithm of k to the base 36 and c is equal to logarithm of k to the base 84. We are asked to find out the value of 6 into b into 1 by c minus 1 by a. What is the value of 1 by c? 1 by c, because c is equal to log k to the base 84, 1 by c will be equal to log of 84 to the base k. Similarly, 1 by a will become equal to log of 14 to the base k. So if you are subtracting 1 by a from 1 by c, the value of 1 by c minus 1 by a will become equal to logarithm of 84 to the base k minus logarithm of 14 to the base k. Note that both the base of the logarithms are the same. So this will be equal to 84 divided by 14, that is equal to 6 log of 6 to the base k. Now if you are multiplying this with b, so if you do b into 1 by c minus 1 by a, you have to multiply log of 6 to the base k into b, which is equal to log k to the base 36. Log 6 to the base k is equal to log of 6 divided by log of k into log of k to the base 36 is equal to log of k divided by log of 36. You can cancel log of k in the numerator and denominator. So this becomes equal to log of 6 divided by log of 36. Log of 36, because 36 is equal to 6 square, will become equal to 2 times log of 6. That is the value of log of 36. Now again you can cancel log 6 in the numerator and denominator, or the value of b into 1 by c minus 1 by a will equal exactly half. What we are supposed to calculate is 6 times that. So if you multiply both the sides with 6, the resultant value will be equal to 6 into half, which is equal to 3. So the value of the required expression will be equal to 3. In this question, we are told that a person invested a certain amount of money at 10% annual interest rate, but this is compounded half yearly. We are also told that after 1.5 years, the interest and principal together became 18,522. So the interest is 10% per annum and the time period is 1.5 years. But notice that this is compounded every 6 months. This is compounded every half year. So the effective interest rate for 6 months is 5% and the number of durations is 1.5 into 2, which is equal to 3 years. Therefore, if you assume that the principal is equal to P, what is the final amount? Final amount will be P into 1 plus effective rate of interest divided by 100 whole to the power of number of durations. That is, this is equal to P into 1.05 whole cube. This we are told is equal to 18,522. So if you are required to find out the value of P, P will be equal to 18,522 divided by 1.05 into 1.05 into 1.05. You can use your calculator to figure out that this will equal 16,000. In this question, it is given that a man buys 35 kgs of sugar and he sets a mark price which is 20% more than the cost price. So let us assume that the cost price of 1 kg of sugar is equal to rupees 100. He bought 35 kgs, so the total cost price is equal to 3,500. Now he marked it up by 20%. So what is the mark price? The mark price is rupees 120, which is 20% more than rupees 100, and he sells 5 kgs at this price. So what is the amount of money that he made from this 5 kgs? It will be equal to 5 into 120, which is equal to 600 rupees. And he sold 15 kgs at a discount of 10%. If he is giving a discount of 10% on 120, what is the selling price? The selling price will be equal to 120 into 1 minus 10%, that is equal to 90%. This is equal to 108. So at 108 rupees per kg, he sold 15 kgs. And what is the total amount of money he would make from it? That is 15 into 108, that is equal to 1620. Accidentally 3 kgs was wasted. So these 3 kgs he sold essentially, or he made no money out of it. So this is equal to 0. And he sells the remaining sugar by raising the mark price by p%. What is the remaining amount of sugar? That is 35 minus 5 minus 15 minus 3. The total amount of sugar that is sold or accidentally lost is 15 plus 5, that is 20, plus 3, that is 23. So there are 12 kgs remaining. Let us assume that the selling price of this 12 kgs is S. So the total amount of money he made is 12S. One thing that we need to note is that S is equal to the mark price, that is 120, and then which is increased by p%. That is S is equal to 120 into 1 plus p%. We'll first figure out the value of S, then we can calculate the value of p. We are also told that the overall profit that he made is 15%. So the total selling price is equal to 3500 into 1 plus 15%. You can use your calculator to calculate that. This is equal to 4025. So 4025 is equal to 600 plus 1620 plus 12s, or 12s plus 600 plus 1620 is equal to 4025, or you can cancel 600 and this becomes equal to 3425. Then you can cancel 1620 and this becomes equal to 1805, or the value of S is equal to 1805 divided by 12, which is very close to 150 rupees. So the selling price of the remaining sugar is 150 rupees. This is p% greater than the initial mark price. So 150 is equal to 120 into 1 plus p%. 150 divided by 120 is 125%, that is 1.25 is equal to 1 plus p%, or p% is equal to 25%, or the value of p is equal to 25. In this question, we are given 2 points, 2, 1 and -3, -4, and we are told that these are opposite vertices of a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, you have two sides which are, the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this is a parallelogram, and we are told that we have been given the one set of opposite vertices. We are told that this is equal to 2, 1 and this is equal to -3, -4. We are also told that the other two vertices lie on the line x plus 9y plus c is equal to 0. So let us first connect both the opposite vertices. So these are the diagonals of the parallelogram, and we have been told that this line is x plus 9y plus c is equal to 0, and we are required to calculate the value of c. So both the opposite vertices, if you are calling them to be a, b, c and d, a and c lie on the line x plus 9y plus c is equal to 0. So does the point of intersection of both the diagonals, that is, say, is equal to O. But we know the coordinates of O. O is the midpoint of B and D. So the coordinates of O will be 2 plus -3, that is 2 minus 3 by 2, which is -1 by 2. And the y coordinate will be 1 minus 4 divided by 2, which is equal to -3 by 2. So even O lies on the line x plus 9y plus c is equal to 0. Or if you substitute the coordinates of O in the given line, it should equal 0. That is, the x coordinate is -12 plus 9 times the y coordinate is -3 by 2 plus c is equal to 0, or the value of c is equal to half plus 27 by 2, which is equal to 28 by 2, which is equal to 14. So the value of c is 14. In this question, it is given that there are two railway stations A and B which are 90 kilometers apart. So we have two stations A and B, and the distance between both of them is given. This is, say, A and this is B. The distance between them is 90 kilometers. Now we are told that a train leaves A at 9 a.m. So this is starting at 9 a.m. and its speed is 40 kilometers per hour. Another train starts at B at 10:30 a.m. and it is going towards A at 20 kilometers per hour. The trains meet each other at what time? That is what we are asked to figure out. One of the trains starts at 9 am and the other starts at 10:30 am. So let us try to assess where both the trains are at 10:30 am. At 10:30 am, the second train is still at B, and the first train would have travelled for 1.5 hours at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So the distance it would have travelled is 1.5 hours into 40, which is equal to 60 kilometers. So it would have covered this 60 kilometers, and it would have been here at 10:30 am. And at that time, the distance between both of them will be 90 minus 60, which is equal to 30 kilometers. So at 10:30 am, one train is going towards B at 40 kilometers per hour, and the other train is starting from B and it is going towards A at 20 kilometers per hour. So the relative velocity is 40 plus 20, which is equal to 60 kilometers per hour, because they are coming towards each other, and the distance between them is 30 kilometers. So the time it takes for them to meet will be 30 divided by 60, which is equal to 1 by 2 hours or 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes after 10:30. So the total time, or the time at which they meet, will be 10:30 plus 30 minutes, which is equal to 11 o'clock. So both the trains meet for the first time at 11 am. In this question, we are told that n, x and y are positive integers such that n is equal to x plus y, and 2 is less than x is less than 10, and 14 is less than y is less than 23. We are also told that n is greater than 25, and we are asked to find out the distinct values that are possible for n. So what is the maximum possible value of n? Because n is equal to x plus y. From the equation n is equal to x plus y, let us try to find out the maximum value of x, that will be 9, and the maximum value of y, that will be 22. So the maximum value of n will be 31. And what is the minimum possible value of n? Just from the equation n is equal to x plus y, the minimum value of x is 3 and the minimum value of y is 15. So the minimum value of x plus y will be equal to 18. But we are also told that n is greater than 25. So if n is greater than 25, what are the different possible values of n in this given interval? The different possible values will be 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 and 31. So the total number of distinct values that n can take is equal to 6. In this question, we are told that k is a constant and we are given two equations. The first equation is kx plus y is equal to 3, and the second equation is 4x plus ky is equal to 4, and we are required to find out for which of these conditions does the set of these two equations have a unique solution. If you are given two equations which are of the form ax plus by is equal to p and cx plus dy is equal to q, this set can have three cases. The first case is that this pair of equations has a unique solution. The second case is that this pair of equations has infinite solutions. And the third case is that this pair of equations has no solution. This pair of equations will have a unique solution if a by c is not equal to b by d. That is, the coefficients of x and y should not be in proportion in both the equations. In that particular case, which is required for this question, this pair of equations will have a unique solution. But if a by c is equal to b by d, then there are two cases possible. If a by c is equal to b by d, which is also equal to p by q, that is the ratio of the constants, then this pair of equations will have infinite solutions. That is, for any value of x and y, this will be satisfied. But this pair of equations will have no solution if a by c is equal to b by d, like in the second case, but this ratio is not equal to p by q. In this particular case, the set of equations will have no solution. What we are required over here is to figure out the case where this pair of equations has a unique solution. So we want k by 4 to be not equal to the coefficient of y in the first equation is 1 divided by k, or we want k square to be not equal to 4. In that particular case, this pair of equations will have a unique solution. So k should not equal plus or minus 2, or modulus of k should not equal 2. So the correct answer is option A. In this question, we are asked to find out how many of the integers from 1 to 120 are divisible by none of 2, 5 and 7. Amongst the given list, what is the total number of integers? The total number of integers is clearly 120. It contains all the natural numbers which are less than 120. Out of this, how many are divisible by 2? The number of integers who are divisible by 2 amongst the given 120 will be equal to 60. They are all the even numbers, that is 2, 4, 6 dot 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 till 120. So the number will be equal to 120 divided by 2. How many of these are divisible by 5? The number of integers which are divisible by 5 is 120 divided by 5, which is equal to 24. And the number of integers amongst the given list which is divisible by 7 is the integral part of 120 divided by 7, which is equal to 17. Now amongst these, how many are divisible by both 2 and 5? That is, how many of these are divisible by 10? That will be equal to 12. This is 120 divided by 10, which is equal to 12. How many of them are divisible by both 2 and 7? This is 120 divided by 14, and we'll take the integral part out of it. So that will equal 8. And how many of these are divisible by both 5 and 7? That is, how many of these are divisible by 35? That will be 3. There will be 35, 70 and 105. And how many of these are divisible by all of 2, 5 and 7? That is, how many of these are divisible by 70? You will have only one number, 70, which is a multiple of 70, which is less than 120. Now if you are trying to find out how many of these numbers are divisible by at least one of 2 or 5 or 7, that number will be equal to 60 plus 24 plus 17 minus 12 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1. So essentially that will be equal to 60 plus 24 plus 17 minus 12 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1. 60 plus 24 plus 17 is equal to 60 plus 41, which is equal to 101, minus 23 plus 1. This is equal to 79. So 79 out of these 120 numbers are divisible by at least one of 2 or 5 or 7. So the number of integers amongst the given list which are divisible by none of 2 or 5 or 7 is equal to 120 minus 79, which is equal to 41. In this question, we are asked to find out the number of pairs of integers a and b such that a is less than or equal to b and a into b is equal to 4 to the power 2017. 4 to the power 2017 is equal to 2 to the power 4034. Now we have two integers a and b such that their product is equal to 2 to the power 4034. Therefore, both a and b should be powers of 2. So let us assume that a is equal to 2 to the power x and b is equal to 2 to the power y. So this equals 2 to the power 4034, or essentially x plus y, because 2 into 2 to the power x into 2 to the power y is equal to 2 to the power x plus y. So x plus y is equal to 4034. We are required to find out the number of solutions for this such that x is less than or equal to y. We know that x is the only solution where x is actually equal to y will be if x is equal to y is equal to 2017. This is one solution. And what is the total number of solutions for x plus y is equal to 4034, where we are disregarding the condition that x has to be less than or equal to y. That is, if x is equal to either 0, then y is equal to 4034. If x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 4033 and so on. So the total number of solutions for this is equal to 4035. Out of 4035, you have one case, as we have discussed earlier, where x is equal to y. This is one case. In the remaining 4034 cases, you will have by symmetry 2017 cases where x is less than y and 2017 cases where x is greater than y. So if you are looking for the solutions where x is less than or equal to y, the total number of cases will be 2017 plus 1, which is equal to 2018. That will be the answer. In this question, we are told that there are three friends, Anil, Sunil and Ravi, and they are running around a circular path. The length of the track is 3 kilometers. So let us assume that this is the circular track and all three of them are have started from the same point and they are all running in the clockwise direction. The speed of Anil is 15 kilometers per hour. And the length of the track is 3 kilometers. So after how much time will Anil complete one revolution? That will be equal to 3 by 15 hours, which is 1 by 5 hours, which is equal to 12 minutes. Similarly, the speed of Sunil is 10 kilometers per hour. So how much time will Sunil take to complete one revolution? That will be equal to 3 by 10 hours, that is 3 by 10 into 60 minutes, which is equal to 18 minutes. Similarly, Ravi's speed is 8 kilometers per hour. We are asked to find out how much distance Ravi will cover before Anil and Sunil meet again for the first time at the starting point. After every 12 minutes, Anil reaches the starting point, and after every 18 minutes, Sunil will reach the starting point. So, at what time do they both meet at the starting point? That will be the LCM of 12 and 18, which is equal to 36 minutes. So, after 36 minutes, both of them, that is Anil and Sunil, will be at the starting point. You can even visualize this, that Anil will be at the starting point after 12 minutes, then after 24 minutes, and then after 36 minutes. Similarly, Sunil will be at the starting point after 18 minutes and after 36 minutes. So, at 36 minutes, both Anil and Sunil will be at the starting point, and in this 36 minutes, how much distance does Ravi run? That will be equal to 36 divided by 60 hours into 8, this is 6 by 10. So, this will equal 48 by 10, which is equal to 4.8 kilometers. That is the answer. In this question, we are told that there is a trapezium ABCD such that AB is parallel to DC and BC is perpendicular to DC. We are also given the angle BAD is equal to 45 degrees. We are told that DC is equal to 5 centimeters, BC is equal to 4 centimeters, and we are asked to find out the area of the trapezium. So, let us first draw the trapezium. Let us assume that this is AB, this is BC, BC is parallel to DC. So, DC will, this is D, and we will get DC something like this, which is perpendicular, and we also are told that angle BAD is equal to 45 degrees. So, it will look something like this. This is the trapezium A, B, C and D. BC is perpendicular to DC. Angle BAD is equal to 45 degrees. So, this is equal to 45 degrees. We are told that DC is equal to 5 centimeters. So, this is 5 centimeters. BC is equal to 4 centimeters. So, this is 4 centimeters. And we are asked to calculate the area of this trapezium. In order to calculate the area of a trapezium, you need the length of the parallel sides. You know the length of DC, but you don't know the length of AB. Once you know the length of AB, you will have to take the average of both the parallel sides, that is AB plus DC, and then multiply it with the height of the trapezium. Height is again known. This is equal to 4 centimeters. That is the length of BC. But how do we calculate the length of AB? Let us draw a perpendicular from D to AB. Let us assume that it meets AB at a point E. So, DE is equal to 4 centimeters. DE will be the same as BC. So, this is equal to 4 centimeters. This is a right angle triangle. So, angle ADE will also equal 45 degrees. Or this is a right angled isosceles triangle. So, AE will equal DE. So, the length of AE will also be equal to 4 centimeters. The length of BE will be equal to the length of DC, which is equal to 5 centimeters. Or the length of AB will be equal to 9 centimeters. The length of DC we know is equal to 5 centimeters. So, their average will be half of 9 plus 5, that is half of 14, which is 7 centimeters, into the height of the trapezium is 4 centimeters. So, the area of the trapezium is equal to 28 centimeters square. In this question, we are asked to find out the area in square units, which is enclosed by the lines x is equal to 2, y is equal to modulus of x minus 2 plus 4, the x axis and the y axis. So, before we actually find out the answer, let us first draw all the lines and try to identify what is the area that is being discussed. So, first let us draw the y axis, then we will draw the x axis. We can also draw the line x is equal to 2, that will be a line which is parallel to the y axis. So, it will be somewhere over here, and we also have to draw the line y is equal to modulus of x minus 2 plus 4. So, this is y is equal to modulus of x minus 2 plus 4. Now, as we are only concerned with the area which is between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2, that is y axis and x is equal to 2, we can only consider the case in this modulus where x is less than 2. Because when x is greater than 2, the area will be to the right of the given line, x is equal to 2, and is irrelevant to this question. So, in this particular case, let us assume and let us try to draw the graph of the line y is equal to modulus of x minus 2 plus 4, where x is less than 2. In that particular case, this will transform to y is equal to 2 minus x plus 4, or the value of y plus x will equal 6. So, what does the line x plus y is equal to 6 look like? When x is equal to 0, which is the equation of the y axis, the value of y will be 6. So, it will be somewhere over here. The point over here will be 0, 6. and when x is equal to 2, the value of y will be equal to 4, so it will be somewhere over here. So this is equal to 2 comma 4. So if you join these 2 points, you are going to get the line x plus y is equal to 6. Now the area that is being discussed is this trapezium, and we are asked to find out this area. To find out the area of a trapezium, we need to know the lengths of the parallel sides and the distance between them. The distance between them is equal to 2 units, because one line is x is equal to 0 and the other line is x is equal to 2. The length of one parallel side is 6 units. This is from 0, 0 to 0, 6. And the length of the second parallel side is 4 units. This is from 2, 0 to 2, 4. So the overall area will be half into sum of the lengths of the parallel sides, which is 6 plus 4, into the distance between them, which is equal to 2. You can cancel 2 and 2. So this will equal 10 square units. So the area that is bounded by the given lines is 10 square units. In this question, we are told that f of x plus y is equal to f of x into f of y, and we are told that the value of f of 5 is equal to 4, and we are required to calculate the value of f of 10 minus f of minus 10. We are given the value of f of 5, so the value of f of 10, which is equal to f of 5 plus 5, can be calculated. This will be equal to f of 5 into f of 5, or this is equal to 4 into 4, which is equal to 16. So as f of 5 is equal to 4, the value of f of 10 is equal to 16. Now as f of 10 is equal to 16, we will try to calculate the value of f of minus 5, and then we will calculate the value of f of minus 10. What is the value of f of minus 5? Let us assume that the value of f of minus 5 is equal to k. Therefore, the value of 5 can be written as the value of minus 5 plus 10, which will then equal f of minus 5 into f of 10. The value of f of 5 we know is already given to be equal to 4. If you assume that the value of f of minus 5 is equal to k, this will equal k into f of 10, which we have just calculated, will equal 16. Or the value of k is equal to 4 by 16, which is equal to 1 by 4. This is the value of f of minus 5. So if f of minus 5 is equal to 1 by 4, what is the value of f of minus 10? F of minus 10 will equal f of minus 5 plus minus 5, or this is equal to f of minus 5 into f of minus 5. This is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 16. So f of minus 10 is equal to 1 by 16, f of 10 is equal to 16, and we are asked to calculate the value of f of 10 minus f of minus 10. So the required answer will be 16 minus 1 by 16. If you express this in decimals, this will equal 15.9375. That is the answer. In this question, we are given an expression and we are asked to simplify it. The numerator is simple. The numerator is 2 into 4 into 8 into 16. So let us first look at the denominator, which looks slightly more complex. So if you are looking only at the denominator, that is equal to log 4 to the base 2 whole square. The value of log 4 to the base 2 is 2, so this is equal to 2 square, into log of 8 to the base 4 whole cube. What is the value of log 8 to the base 4? Because both of them are powers of 2, we can represent 8 as 2 cube and 4 as 2 square. We should also remember one formula, which is that log of x to the power m to the base y is equal to m into log of x to the base y. This is if m is the power of the argument, but if it is the power of the base, that is log of x to the base y to the power m, it will become equal to 1 by m into log of x to the base y. These are standard formulas for logarithms. So if you apply that to simplify the value of log 8 to the base 4, 8 is equal to 2 cube, so this will be 3 in the numerator, and 4 is equal to 2 square, so 2 will be in the denominator, into log of 2 to the base 2, which is equal to 1. So log of 8 to the base 4 is equal to 3 by 2. We need log of 8 to the base 4 whole cube. So this will be 3 by 2 whole cube into log of 16 to the base 8. For a similar reason, using the same formula, log of 16 to the base 8 will equal 4 by 3, because 16 is 2 to the power 4 and 8 is 2 cube. So we need log of 16 to the base 8 whole to the power 4. So this will be into 4 by 3 whole to the power 4. Let us simplify this. So this will equal 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 divided by 2 into 2 into 2 into 4 by 3 to the power 4. So we will have 4 4s in the numerator, and we will have 4 3's in the denominator. We can simplify this, we can cancel the common terms, we can cancel all these 3's over here, and we can cancel 4 and make it 2. So that will be 4 cube, which is 64 into 2, 128 divided by 3. This is the value of the denominator. So if you are trying to find out the value of the expression, it will be equal to 2 into 4 into 8 into 16 divided by 128 divided by 3. So the 3 will come to the numerator. You can cancel 16 into 8, which is equal to 128 in the numerator and denominator. So the answer will be equal to 2 into 4, which is 8, into 3, which is equal to 24. So this is the answer. In this question, we are given the vertices of a triangle and we are asked to find out the area of the circle that is passing through these 3 points. Let us first plot the triangle on a graph. This is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. One of the points is 0, 0, which is the origin. The other point is 4, 0, which lies on the x-axis. So this is 4, 0. And the third point is 3, 9. So it will be somewhere over here. Let us draw the 3 sides of the triangle also so that we can understand this better. This is one side, the x-axis is the second side, and this is the third side. From the looks of it, this is not any triangle with any special properties. That is, this is not a right angle triangle or an equilateral triangle. This is just 3 sides, 3 vertices that are given to us. Let us call the 3 vertices A, B and C. So how can we find out the area of the circle which is passing through these 3 points? For that, we will have to calculate the circumradius. The circle which is passing through all the 3 vertices is the circumcircle. So if we can find out its radius, we can easily calculate its area. Once we calculate the value of r, the area of the circle will be pi r square. Now there are many ways in which we can calculate the circumradius of a given triangle. In this particular case, the formula to use, which will make it very easy, is that r is equal to a into b into c divided by 4a, where a, b and c are the 3 sides of the triangle and a is the area of the triangle. Let us first calculate the area of this triangle. In this triangle, if we draw a perpendicular from a to bc, the length of this line will be quite easy to calculate. This is the y coordinate of a, which is equal to 9 units. So the height of the triangle is 9 units and the length of the base, which is equal to BC, is equal to 4 units. So what is the area of this triangle? It will be half into height, which is 9, into base, which is 4. This is equal to half into 36, which is equal to 18 units. So the area A is equal to 18 units. We know the length of BC, that is the value of small a is equal to 4 units. That is the distance between 0, 0 and 4, 0. That will equal 4 units. What is the length of B? The length of B is the length of AC. We know the vertices of both the coordinates, so we will have to calculate its length. If you are given 2 coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2, the distance between these 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So in this particular case, the length of B will equal square root of 3 minus 4 whole square, which is equal to 1 square, plus 9 minus 0 whole square, which is equal to 9 square. This is equal to square root of 81 plus 1, which is equal to square root of 82. Similarly, the length of C, which is the length of AB, will equal, using the same formula, 3 minus 0 whole square, which is equal to 3 square, plus 9 minus 0 whole square, which is equal to 9 square. This is equal to square root of 81 plus 9, which is equal to square root of 90. Now we know the length of A, B and C and we know the area of the triangle. So we can calculate its circumradius. So the value of R will equal 4 into what is the value of B? Square root of 82 into C is square root of 90 divided by 4 times area. Area we have calculated is equal to 18. So we can cancel 4 on both sides. Square root of 90 is equal to square root of 90 will be 3 into square root of 10 and into square root of 82 divided by 18. So this will be 6. You can cancel 3 in the numerator. From square root of 10 we can take a square root of 2 out. From square root of 82 we can take a square root of 2 out, or essentially this will become equal to the numerator 2 into square root of 5 into square root of 41 by 6. So this will be 3 and you can cancel 2 also in the numerator. So this will equal square root of 205 divided by 3. This is the circumradius of the triangle. So what is the area of the circle? That will be pi r square, as we have discussed earlier. which will be equal to pi into square root of 205 whole square, which is 205, divided by 3 square, which is equal to 9. So the correct answer will be 205 pi by 9, which is option D.